everyone. I thought it would be fun to do a flip through of my personal My Art History books as I use them as an artist. I'll show you what they look like new. So this is the water media version. They all have different covers, but it's basically an organizer for artists and crafters to help them remember everything they used in projects. And also for swatching and things like that. So that is that water media one, and this is the mixed media version. Again, different covers. They are all different, but the insides are the same. So I will do a flip through of the ones that I personally use in my work as an artist. Don't mind my mess over here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's do the mixed media one first. So these are my covers. In the books that you buy, you'll have a second blank page. That is if you want to create your own cover. That's what that is there for. A lot of the covers that are on them are reversible. So you can flip it around if you want. In between each page, there is a protector sheet with one shiny side. So that goes towards the paint so that it doesn't stick. Let me grab this picture real quick. So this is the painting that goes with that page. And I'll show you how I put that in my book. So this is just a photograph of a recent painting I did. Okay, let me cut this down. I'll show you exactly how I put things in my books. So I just print a photo. Like that. I used the puncher that I use for all of my books. You can find this particular punch at Michael's. There's a brand of planner that you can find at Michael's that used to be super duper duper popular. You can find the punch there. And you can add whatever you want into your book just by punching it. And then I put that up in the corner for reference, so I know that this page goes with that painting. There's a place for title, dates, size, for sale, price, all the things, media, notes, your palette. You can swatch out your palette and your mixes and formulas and everything and take more notes. So I have a page for each one of my pieces. It's not complete yet, but I have quite a few of them finished. So this is the palette for this piece of Beso. Okay. The next one is Floral Siddhartha. So these are actually very large paintings. This one is 30 inches by 40 inches. So these are just photos of the paintings. And this is the swatches. This one is Turquoise and Rust. That has the information for that piece there. There we go. This one is Cactus and Bougainvillea. And I even have like places for the series that they're in and everything. That's that one. This one is Desert Landscape. It actually goes this direction. But it's 36 by 36 inches. It's quite a large piece, but I really love that one. There's my swatches and notes. So basically, as you're doing a piece, you want to take as many notes and write down as much as possible as you're working. I did all of these pieces before I invented the book, so I'm going back and trying to get all the information that I can remember back into these. But this one is Horseshoe 1. And this one is Rusted Rose. This one is Bougainvillea. Ideally, I'll get back through here and actually put the names of the paints in, but I'm just getting it put together now. So I've got quite a bit done, but I need to finish it so I remember everything I need to know about all of these pieces. This one is called Pastel Clouds. This one is Prayer Flags of the Himalayas. See, I still need to fill these in. This one is Under the Sea. What's the next one? The next one is Spring 3D. This one is just called Clouds. This one is called Second Life. It's an antler. So this is actually a decor piece that sits, you know, on a shelf, on a table. That's that one. This one is called Body Count Zero, the Virgin of Guadalupe. Information. This is Horseshoe 2. I lied. This is Horseshoe 1. The other one's Horseshoe 2. But that's a photo of it. And then I've even got like the crystals and turquoise glued in for the swatches of this one, and the leather and everything. So I'm trying to be as thorough as possible with all of the paintings, that I have all the information I need and that I'll need later. So this one is Angel Wing. And then I have put in this little postcard to the side, so it's offset. So that provides me a bookmark between sections. The next section are my swatches of mixed media. So here is like my golden acrylics, and it just goes from there. So acrylic paint, there is inks, there is this is like the Sennelier liners, this like squeezy tube liners, the metallics. There's more inks, acrylic ink, there's distress ink, and more acrylics, acrylic gouache. What else is in here? More acrylic gouache. This is Creatology gel crayons. What else? Acrylic markers like Posca pens. More acrylic paint. More paint markers. More acrylic gouache. And then this is a tester that I've been doing for colored pencils. So I'm going to be coming out with a refill set of colored pencils to go along with all the other refill swatch sheets. So this colored pencil, those are all colored pencil, and then I just got some spare pages in the back. So that is my mixed media, my art history art organizer book. And then this one is my water media, my art history book. So this one, same thing. You got your cover, You've got a spare cover under that. You've got your protective sheet. And then I do the same thing. I take a photo and I add it into my book with the puncher. And I fill in all of the information and swatches and mixes. So that one was called It's a Shame It Had to Come to This. This is a sign that is here in Las Cruces next to a big pecan, I don't know what it's called, pecan farm, pecan orchard, I'm not sure. But they actually had to put this sign up, which I think sucks that they even had to do that. But that's that. This is a lighthouse watercolor that I painted for my aunt. There's that. This is called Talavera Heart. This was a reference I found that was AI, and I took it back and painted it. So there's that. This is a piece called Cattle Shoot, and I'm really proud of this piece. It got into the fall show for the New Mexico Watercolor Society here at the Farm and Ranch Museum. So I'm really proud of that one. This one's called White Sands, and I do not have the information written down on that one yet. And then I have a couple of blank pages because I still have quite a few paintings that I need to get into my book. And you can see I reuse sheets for my own books because I don't like to waste paper. So if I don't like how this one came out, I'll flip it over and print it so I can use it. But I don't do that in the in the books that are for sale. Like, it's just in my own. And then I have this little picture here that I offcut so that I would have a bookmark to go to my swatches. I just did a video yesterday or the day before, I can't remember, where I was fooling around with pens and markers to make them watercolors. So these are Inkjoy, I need to write that on there, mild liners, jelly rolls, these like metallic markers, these cheap metallic markers I found. So that's what those are. And then we have swatches, and I've swatched almost all of the watercolors I have. So there's this, there's these. In the books, I have 2 pages of the balloon dogs, 2 pages of the crystal hearts. Where'd it go? The crystal hearts, and 2 pages of sloths. So that's quite a few swatch sheets you get there. And then, but mine's all out of order wackadoodle because I use it like every day. So there's that. These are also like sheets that didn't print well or something like that, or I'm not using for the books that are for sale. I throw them in mine so I don't waste the paper. And these also have the protector sheets in between them, every page. And there's more swatches. I think it swatches all the way through to the back. So these are all watercolors. These are some distressed watercolor pencils. There's some Caran d'Ache. There's some Color 2, that kind of thing. There's some Winsor & Newton paint in there. My favorite Winsor & Newton Smalt. I love that color so much. Some Tombows, mild liners, that stuff again. And then if you have a punch that you can use for this, these are like things that come with paints and stuff like that. I just punch out the holes and put them in my book. So like, this is Jasper Stardust handmade paint that a friend got for me a few years ago, and this came with it, so I just pop it in. This is from Winsor & Newton, I believe. There's Derwent, Daniel Smith, the secondary color set, Winsor & Newton Cotman, yeah. So all those like random little things I just punch to put in my book, and I have a place to put it, and it's not taking a room in a drawer and getting lost and all of that. So that's that. And then these are swatch pages that have not worked out yet, but I am working on it. I'm trying to improve on them so they have more information about the paint on them. So like, this is core. I have several pages from I don't have a lot of core paints left. I haven't bought any in a long time. But I am happy that I have this quinacridone gold. It's no longer available. I didn't even know about that from core, so I'm happy that I have a whole bunch of that. But so I want to have a space for, you know, the brand, the color name, the pigments, a mass tone, a regular swatch, a dilution, a gradient, and a place for notes. And this is where I've made notes for myself to try to improve the page, this kind of swatch page. The swatches take a little bit too much of the page. I feel like I can only get 4 on a page, but I'm working on it. So that might be coming out soon as well to add to your water media book. And that is what is in my personal My Art History books. If you have any questions, please let me know. Any comments, anything at all. These are available on Etsy, Pamela Strobar, Art by Pamela Strobar. They are also on TikTok Shop, Pamela Strobar, and on my website, which is pamelastrobar.com. So that's all I have today. Thank you.